boys and girls. Happy Dr. Seuss Day. Today's a great day. We've celebrated Dr. Seuss's birthday with reading and doing some great fun activities. And also, I was able to dress up as Dr. Seuss today as I was greeting the boys and girls and saying goodbye today as you were getting on the bus or just getting picked up from mom or dad or a friend or family member. Well, today, welcome back. We're going to be doing something fun. Have you ever wondered how they make French toast sticks in the cafeteria? Well, I know that we love breakfast in the morning, but you know, just like we have at school, we have some breakfast items that we have in the afternoon for lunch. Sometimes you can have it for dinner. We love that here in the Sotero house. So, Mr. Sotero got me a little burner so that I could cook right here in front of you instead of running back and forth to my stove. So this is going to be pretty cool for us. All right. So one thing I'm going to share with you is we're going to do our ingredients. We need to have a little bit of sugar. We're going to have 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then we're going to take some cinnamon and mix that all together. Those are our dry ingredients. There's nothing liquid or in them. So let's start out with that. So I have my 1 teaspoon. And here it is. I'm just going to shake that. And then I put that in here. And then I have another one. I'll put that in here. And then we're just going to add a little bit of cinnamon. We'll take a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And remember, 1/2 is 1/2. Put that right in there. There we go. And so we have those 2. And I'm just going to mix that together so the cinnamon and the sugar is all together. I love that smell. So good. All right. The next thing we're going to need to do is take 4 eggs. You know, today I was in a classroom, in Miss B's classroom. They were learning addition in kindergarten, and they were doing things like 3 cookies plus 1 cookie equals, and they'd say 4 cookies. Well, today we're going to have 3 eggs plus 1 egg equals 4 eggs, or 2 eggs plus 2 eggs equals 4 eggs. So we're just going to crack that ever so gently. And remember that we want to make sure that we put it one on top of the other. And this way, we don't have any liquid getting all over your counter. Sometimes when you just crack it on the side, it doesn't crack enough. And that's okay. Then you might just have to tap it again. So here we go. So see, that's not enough. I'll just tap it one more time. Pull that right apart. There we go. We have 3 eggs. 3 plus 1 egg equals 4. That's what we were doing at kindergarten today. That was so much fun, learning about addition. All right, now we want about a 1/4 cup of milk. So this is a 1/2 cup. We needed just a little bit less, which is a 1/2 of a 1/2. So I have a 1/2 cup, and I don't want all of that. I just want 1/2 of that. That equals 1/4. All right. And we have one more piece, one more ingredient. We want to add some vanilla to it. So we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of liquid vanilla. You know, vanilla and cinnamon sugar, those are great combinations. So we'll put that right there aside. And then we're going to whisk that, and we'll add one more ingredient. So far, let's see, we have cinnamon and sugar. We did that together, our dry ingredients, right? So as I'm whisking this and breaking up the yolks, want them all blended together. So we did the cinnamon and sugar together. Then we added 4 eggs. We added our milk, remember, 1/4 cup. And then we added some liquid vanilla. The last thing we need is 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Wow, 4 eggs and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I melted it already, so I'm just going to be able to pour that, all that nice goodness in here. All right, so we did that. Put that right over here. And then we're going to whisk this to make sure it's all together. And that butter comes together so nice and creamy. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. And it's getting nice and foamy and good. Now, one thing with French toast, did you know that you can pick any type of bread you want? You can have white bread or wheat bread or grain bread or Italian bread or sourdough bread, brown bread, any type you want. And you can make it as thick or thin as you want. So I had this loaf of grain bread, has lots of grains, and it has some oats in there and some other seeds in there. So I got this one that I could cut so I can figure out, I want a 1/2 inch. So you see a 1/2 inch, Or I want it a little thicker like what you have in the cafeteria when you have those slices, those nice pieces. They're thick, aren't they? So this one's more of a 1 inch. I'm going to turn on my burner. So this way I could cook it right in front of you. I love this. I don't have to go back and forth. And you don't have to see my back. So I'm right here. So I'm going to spray my pan with just a little bit of spray. Now remember, there's lots of butter in it, so we'll be okay with that. Won't stick. When we take our bread and we have all this great goodness that we put together, we want it to just lay in there. Kind of just lay down like it's sunning a little bit. Okay, so we're going to lay it in there, and then we want the egg and the milk and the cinnamon, the sugar and the vanilla and the butter to kind of soak up into the bread a little bit. So it won't get really soggy, but it'll soak up enough on one side. Then we're going to flip it over and then let it soak on the other side. You know, as I'm talking about this, we have so many great things happening in the month of March. We have our March Madness Reading Challenge going on. Today I delivered all those great baskets the PTO put together, and we put them in the classrooms. And then if you go by the showcase in the lobby, you'll see all those wonderful prizes in there that you may be able to win too. And some bikes. We have 2 bikes. And guess what I heard today? 2 more bikes are coming, and they're ordering more prizes. I'm so excited for you guys. So remember, the more that you read, the more tickets you earn. The more tickets you earn, the better chances to win those prizes. So we're so excited about that. It's going to be a fun month at Center Street. All right, so now I have that all soaked up in here, and my pan is getting hot. So we want it hot enough that when we put the bread in, we'll start to hear that sizzling. And when it's sizzling, I just want to let you know, we just want it to be brown on one side, and then we flip over the bread, and it gets brown on the other side. Just like when you see your French toast sticks, right? Uh-oh, there's my dog. There's my dog. Go down there. There we go. My dog was just welcoming somebody. All right, so now I'm going to put this here right in my pan, and do you hear it now sizzling? I can hear it. It's cooking, and we want it to get nice and brown on one side, and then we'll flip it over on the other. Now, for French toast, just like when you can use lots of different types of bread, you can dip it and dunk it in maple syrup, have a little sugar. You can have it with strawberries or bananas or your favorite fruit. All those kind of great things. Some people will even put whipped cream on it. That's yummy. Or a little bit of powdered sugar. So those are other things that you could put on there too. So French toast, lots and lots of choices, right? Which is pretty cool. All right, so I'm hearing that cook, and we want to make sure it gets a little bit browner on the one side. So as you're reading, think about the books that you're reading for class. Think about your favorite book at home. And remember, for every 20 minutes you read, you get a ticket. So excited. I can't wait to hand out prizes. Boys and girls were saying something to me today. They're like, oh, Mrs. Sotero, we're going to earn the prizes today. I'm like, oh, it's only day 2. We're not ready for them yet. But every week we'll do them. And at the end, we'll do those giant prizes. All right. So let's take a look. I'm going to use my spatula right now and just take a peek and see if it's browning. Oh, I think it is. I'll flip it right over. And do you hear it? I hear it. And now I want you to see it's nice and brown on the outside. And that's what we want. And then it will be soft on the inside. So think about your French toast sticks when you have them in school, or when you make them at home, when your mom makes it for you, or your dad or your grandma. Those are nice and crunchy and crispy on the outside, and soft and gooey in the middle and the inside. So that's what we have for us, boys and girls. I just want to tell you, since this is a small pan, I'm just doing 1 slice at a time. But if you had a bigger pan, you could do 2. Or if you have a skillet, which is a rectangle shape cooking piece, you could do more than 2, maybe 3 or 4 at a time. But remember, when we're always cooking, we have the handle on the inside, not on the outside. And we're always careful to have an adult with us. All right? Oh, this is getting great. On the other side, it doesn't take very long. Let's take a peek at that. Oh, yes, this one is ready. I can't wait. I have some nice berries to put on it, too. Well, boys and girls, it's been great being with you again. I hope you had a fun day today. Looking forward to a great week, a great, fantastic month at Center Street. And have a great learning day. Have a great day. Bye.